Hey everyone, welcome to the SCIF. I'm Stu. Matt's not here. He is having a little bit of technical difficulty. He's back in South Florida, and the machine he's using seems to be having some audio issues, so he's trying to find up his other one to see if it can be resolved, and hopefully he'll be here in a few minutes once he gets everything sorted out. Anyway, might not be a full show this evening with it being Thanksgiving and thank everyone for coming up and joining us on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We do appreciate it. We're kind of debating whether or not to put the show on, and we've got the time, and if anyone joined, it'd be great to have the conversation. If not, Mike and I would just, put the things together and make the same stuff we do on the other show. We've got a few things here that we wanted to talk about. Matt has pulled up some so many things that have pulled up with this past I guess the current administration and even Obama beforehand with the way things were done. And it almost seems I don't think we could be moving forward. It really, really does. But this is stuff that's being reported in the usually my audio is choppy. Let me see. Maybe it wasn't Mac that had the issue. Maybe it was me all along. That would be not good. Let me see. Check my audio here. Mm, Does that make any difference there? Is that any? How's that, Troy and Joshua? Is that any better? Would that hit some stuff, or is that still garbage connection? I can't tell. You guys are gonna have to let me know. Maybe let's make this deep back and turn the show over to him and help out and try and fix mine. Okay, still bad. Hmm. Well, you guys, it's this is the duct tape production lives up to its roots. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, like camera resolution, audio. I know why.
Okay, now let's try that. Is that any better? That should be rock star status right there. We're looking at. Troy or Josh, is that any better? Yep, dead air. That's never good for a show. All right, yep. It was me. I was the problem, not Matt. So when he comes back, we're still going to blame it on his equipment, not mine. So just back me up on that if you would. But what I was saying, and again, apologize for the choppiness, but just it's almost mustache twirling villain level absurdity that is going on with what these guys are doing with some of the just machinations that they come up with. Matt's back. He's joining. Is that any
Oh,
better?
wow. It's a hell of a lot better. It's the other
Oh,
computer,
yeah. It
apparently.
must have been your stuff there, man.
It was. I thought it was yours. So we
It
are.
was, it was mine.
Yeah. What was it? Yours?
It was because once I started, Troy and Josh said that my audio was choppy, and I went and looked, and the computer had defaulted over to the built-in basic bitch mic, not my
Did you
Yeti mic.
explain to everybody? So for the last half hour, you've been dicking around doing updates and everything else to try to get this
I
sorted out?
I did, but I was trying to get everybody to be on my side and still run the story that it was your equipment, not mine.
Oh, my goodness.
But
Oh,
I
my
couldn't do it.
goodness.
I'm not that kind of guy. I have to own
Yeah.
up to it.
You're
It
the
was on
kind of
me.
guy. Never mind. I don't know if it's appropriate.
Not for YouTube,
So,
it's not.
yeah.
But so I was just getting into a little bit about the mustache twirling level of villainy that seems to be going on with the Democrat administrations, whether Obama, Biden, whomever. And
You know, we like to say it's just the Democrats, but we've got a bunch of shitbag Republicans that if they're not taking part per se, they're enabling. Okay,
Yeah.
so we definitely we've got an interesting story for you guys tonight. By the way, here's just something. Well, we're going to talk about it. I saw a list today of the 5 most popular handguns on the market. One of them surprises the hell out of me. Okay, and we'll talk about that after this story. But do you want to talk about the Matt Gaetz, the Robert Levinson stuff, or do you want to do something different to begin with?
Was there anything that you wanted to talk about on YouTube before we moved over? Were there any of these stories you wanted to cover on YouTube?
We can cover this on YouTube. The top 5 handguns of the year. That okay. One of
did you send me a link to that, or you just have it there with you?
I didn't. I meant to send you the link. It wasn't an email that was sent to me today. But you're going to guess 4 of them. You're going to guess 4 of them. If I said
best handguns of 2024.
Well, don't even look at that. In your mind, pick 4 handguns that you think would be in that top 5. There's one you're never going to guess.
No, this is not carry. This is just handguns in general.
Top selling handguns, period.
365.
Yes.
The 320.
The full size 320. Yes.
Yep. What is the 9mm Glock? Probably the full size and the compact on that.
The 19 and the 43X.
Yep.
Those are the 4. So out of the top 5,
the fifth would be High Point.
No.
Oh.
Take another guess.
Would it be a Walther?
It's not.
No, I don't know. I don't know. What
Smith and Wesson would be my guess. One of the Shields or something along those lines. Yeah, but it's not.
Hellcat, something like that.
It's not. You know, maybe a CZ P10. Nope. None of the Walters, none of the HKs. Right? It is a Ruger American. It's almost beyond belief. Do you know anyone who owns a Ruger American? I don't.
No.
I'm familiar with the gun. I think Ruger makes some good stuff. The American is not one of the ones I would put in their good stuff category. Right? So, yeah.
The Ruger American.
It's the SIG 365, SIG 365 XL, the full size 320, which also was a surprise to me. The Glock 19 and the Glock 43X. Those 2 are not surprises to me. The full size was kind of, but and the Ruger American. And I'm like, wow, that's almost.
Yeah, because looking at the price, it looks like it has about a between a $580 and $600 MSRP. So it's not like it's priced super low. So that's why it's in there. I mean, it's probably priced between the Glock and the SIG, probably more towards the Glock end of the price spectrum. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone that has a Ruger American. No, I never shot one. Don't know anybody that has one. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Ruger single action 22 handguns are pretty, famous. I mean, they're quality gun.
Yeah, the Ruger Mark series.
Yeah, exactly. Those are good guns. The Ruger, there were some. Bill Ruger, he had a lot of fuddiness to him because he didn't like the AR platform, allegedly, right? That's how they came out with the what are the 2 Rugers? One's a 7.62x39. They look like traditional rifles. They're semi-automatic, and one is 5.56 223. It's the the Ruger. I'm drawing a blank. I should know this off the top of my shit. I don't remember. They made a. I don't think they make them anymore. They made a over under shotgun a few years ago. That was a really good gun called the Red Label. It was a really nice put together gun. They don't make it anymore, I don't believe. But you don't really think of Ruger as being a powerhouse. And I am surprised as hell that the Ruger American is in the list with those 4 other guns that I think everybody out there could have probably guessed, right? So
yeah, most Ruger. I mean, like I said, the Mark Series 22s, their little takedown 22s, which I have one of. That's what I think of whenever I think of Ruger. For whatever reason, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just been my exposure to them. So when I think of Ruger, I think of smaller caliber,
a smaller 22 semi-automatic rifle, right? Yeah, that's the Ruger, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's that I thought that was a little bit of a shock. I don't think I got to be careful of the rules here because I wanted to talk about that deal I told you today. And I don't think you can do that on YouTube without getting some sort of freaking strike.
We've spent 10 minutes on YouTube, so we've been
Okay.
here. We've got Josh Benaviste showed up over on YouTube again, but I think he's already moved over to Rumble. I see him where he's
Sweet, Josh,
over here in the Rumble chat. So we absolutely appreciate him showing up again and joining the group here. But
before we jump off, we got to this is an interesting story. Okay. Stu and I are going to piece it together the best we can. Okay. And, but it involves Matt Gaetz and everything that came out. And, I thought I knew everything that was going on within this story, but there's more, folks.
And that's what I started talking about with just the mustache twirling level of villainy. You would think it was a bad, just political thriller script if it wasn't in, the news. If it wasn't being reported in the media, you would think, oh, well, that's just the plot to, whatever. It's all have you noticed that this trend of movies that are coming out with they're titled some sort of profession, the beekeeper, the bricklayer, the painter.
Yeah.
It seems to be it would be the plot of one of those, the enter random profession here movie.
Well, it's bizarre. It's funny that you said that. There's this show, apparently it's quite popular, and it is so grotesque in what it's trying to do. It's propaganda. It's about military.
Don't say it.
That is the show. That is the show. The show called the Spec Ops Lioness, and it's this CIA program where they're developing female terrorist hunters that they call lionesses. And apparently, people are watching this stupid freaking show that has zero, not even any tiny amount of anything based on fact.
Not even the barest sliver of reality.
I think movies, the whole Joe Rogan thing about dragons would have more realism to it than this. Okay.
I had a buddy of mine tell me, he's like, dude, you need to watch this. And I just looked at him. I said, I would rather die. It's
propaganda. It's 100% propaganda for women in combat. And it's completely fantasy. There's nothing about it that it's disgusting. And I think Nicole Kidman is in it, Zoe Saldana. And I mean, I saw the advertisements coming out. I'm like, please tell me that's going to last more. That's not going to last more than 1 or 2 shows.
And again, right? So you're telling me that these women have trained to be able to carry half or more of their body weight in gear and equipment, but for however long is necessary,
while at the same time beating the shit out of men twice their size because they've been trained in karate or whatever. It is so stupid. It is so stupid. And what scares me is that people see this all the time and they think that it's possible, right? It's like when they made that Equalizer with Queen Latifah. She couldn't even run. She couldn't even run. And people watched it. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This is so stupid. This is too stupid to be stupid. But anyways, I just wanted to get that out there. Just it's borderline. I was going to say something not very nice, but it's just too stupid to be stupid. So, anyways, we've got a very interesting story about real life next. And I think you guys are going to find it interesting. And then after that, we're going to talk about some more gun stuff. What that is, I don't know yet. But Stu and I have plenty of a dictionary of modern gun stuff in our heads that we can come up with. And if you guys have any ideas and want to throw some ideas out there too, let's just thought it might be nice to get away from all the bullshit and just start talking about some gun stuff every once in a while. So if you guys are
talked about before, we need to. I mean, yes, getting the news out and these stories that we find just to get them more people talking about it is great, but you can't roll around in the black pill for long, or it does start to get depressing. But
exactly,
we're gonna bounce off of YouTube here. If you are on YouTube, please follow us over to Rumble. That's where the bulk of our show normally resides, only because we can communicate in a more forthright manner without having to pick and choose our words as carefully. There should be a link down in the description below. If there is not, you can go to Rumble and just do a search for The Green Beret Life, and that will be us, and we will see you over there. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Please come over and join us on Rumble.